South Korea. Officially, the Republic of Korea is a country in East Asia, constituting the southern part of the Korean peninsula and sharing a land border with North Korea. Its western border is formed by the Yellow Sea, while its eastern border is defined by the Sea of Japan. South Korea claims to be the sole legitimate government of the entire peninsula and adjacent island. It has a population of 51.75 million, of which roughly half live in the Seoul capital area and fifth largest metropolis in the world. Other major cities include Incheon, Busan, and Daegu.
안녕하세요. My name is Muhammad Haika Birozmi.
Annyeonghaseyo, my name is Shafar Afra bin Sudirman.
안녕하세요. My name is Farhan Azmi bin Nazmi.
안녕하세요. My name is Benjamin Mosio.
Specific versus diffuse. Specific culture tend to be scheduled, focused, and direct to the point of their communication, while in a diffusive culture, people tend to see their personal and work life as interconnected. These cultures believe that objectives can be better achieved when relationships are strong. In Korea, it was clear that relationships are very important. Social networks are very important in business and other aspects of life. People keep up with people they have known since childhood. People prefer to do business with someone they know, and family-owned businesses are common. Koreans believe in a good relationships are vital to meet business objectives, whether they are at work or meeting socially. They spend time with colleagues and clients even outside work hours. Individualism versus collectivism. Individualism means that people are more likely to make negotiated decisions on the spot by a representative, achieve things alone and assume great personal responsibility. Korea is collectivism because they are helping each other and regard themselves as part of a group. People in Korea values group-related issues, refer decisions to committee, achieve things in group, and jointly assume responsibility. Achievement versus ascription. In South Korea, more to ascription. The first example is the question of age, where it is difficult for the elderly to apply for positions. It is clear that the first questions interviewers ask during an interview is, given your age, why would you want these positions? Second, social status can be seen from the use of high positions will use a certain level of Korean, such as showing his high and insulting positions. The people below the fact that Korea has a hierarchy. Universalism versus particularism. Universalism is the belief that ideas and practices can be applied everywhere without modification, while particularism is the belief that circumstances dictate how ideas and practices should be applied. Cultures with high universalisms see one reality and focus on formal rules, while cultures with high particularism see reality as more subjective and place a greater emphasis on relationships. In South Korea, universalism was consistently in evidence. South Korea is universalism because they are strict on rules, regulations, and business.
Neutral versus emotional. Neutral is people who make great effort to control their emotions that influence their actions far more than their feelings. People don't reveal what they're thinking or how they're feeling. Emotional is people want to find ways to express their emotions even spontaneously at work. In Korea, people were very quiet in public situations, on trains, in the hotel, office, and also on the street. South Korea is neutral because they barely talk and they only talk much in a casual event. They prefer to read books more than talking.
Sequential versus synchronous time. Sequential time is when people see a schedule or timeline from one event occurring after another. They place a high value on punctuality, planning and stick to the plan, and staying on the schedule. In this culture, people value and respect time and people do not appreciate when their schedule is turned off. In Korea, people are obedient to the schedule. They like to be on time in meetings, which indicates that Korea works in sequential time.
Internal direction versus outer direction. In an internal direction culture, people believe that they can control their environment and achieve their goals. The focus is selfish, which is oneself, one team, and one's organizations. Winning is important in these cultures, and aggressive personalities are thus prevalent. While in Korea is an outer direction culture, because people believe that they must work with their environment to achieve their goals. In these cultures, winning isn't as important as maintaining a strong relationship. They focus on environmental factors, for example, relationships, to achieve their goals.